everyone. Yeah, welcome to my channel. So, this is actually the first time I'm doing something outside poetry. Yeah. Okay, my name is Obunaya Chidima Uche. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about financial management. How do we manage our money? I know money is one thing, it's quite a dicey topic. It's something that takes a whole lot of discipline for us to getting money into our hands, hold it, and use it for what it was budgeted for. Alright, so I'm going to be dropping a little tips of what actually helped me and my family to keep it going, spend money at the right time, make our budget, and that's it. Alright, I wrote something down. I won't call it a rule. I won't call it a rule because I don't know. I don't just like that name. Alright, so I have a 50, 30, 20% breakdown. A 50, 30, 20% breakdown. Alright. Now, how we divide this? Now, for our 20%, let's assume that we have 100%. We get our salary, or if you're a business person, at the end of the month, you gather your money, and this is what you get. Let's call it 100%. So the breakdown: 50, 30, 20% breakdown. Now the 20%, I will use it for savings. 20% for savings, 30% for shoppings, and then 50% for home or house maintenance. Alright then, so for the 20%, the savings, let's get a breakdown. Now 20% we have an investment and rent. I know a lot of persons, it's good you invest your money, and it's also good you plan your investment. Like, you don't get to get all your salary in a month and you want to put them all in your in any investment. No, that's not wise. So 20% investment and rent, you can break it down depending on how large your 20% is. I know 20% can be relative because some person may earn 100,000, 200, 1 million, 10k, anyhow. But then investment, you could break it down to 10% for investment and then 10% for rent. I don't like the fact that at the end, that's if you are staying in a rented apartment. I don't like the fact that at the end of the year, there's no money for rent. No, that shouldn't be. It's not cool. It's cool we plan towards that. So 10% for rent and 10% for investment, and our savings is exhausted. That's that. Then 30%, I said, for shopping. Now, again, this boils down, this is relative, depends on how much you get, but regardless, shoppings, now for most of you like getting new clothes, new shoes, new hair, and everything. But for me, my shoppings, I break it down. 30% in my shopping, I break it down. 10% for tithes, yeah, I'm a church girl, and I do 5% for welfare, and then 15% for shopping. Now that's because of the volume of money I get in a month. Now 10% for tithes, as a believer, that's sure. Then what's left is 20%. Now welfare. Now this is relative. If you have a large heart for giving, 5% for welfare. Now let me say this. I know there are some persons that are very nice. Like, you can't afford to say no when people come to you for money. You can't afford to say no. But truth is, if you have your plan that, okay, this is the percentage I'm giving for welfare. Now this welfare is that, okay, somebody comes to you, oh, I don't have money for this. You give them a little you have. Now 5% can be relative. It can be large, it can be small, any amount. But then, once this welfare is exhausted, any other person that comes to me, like in that same month, and be like, please, can you borrow me money? I don't have money. Sorry. Now, that's not you being rude. That's you keeping to your budget. Else you will crush into other things. You may crush into your savings. You may crush into your 50%, which is for your grocery and your home maintenance. So you should, now this is for me, I'm not saying that you should go and put a 50, 30, 20% rule, but this is just a guide. You can make it a 60, 20, 20, a 30, 30. Now it depends on you, but this is me. This is how I break down my percentage. Then the 50% for home maintenance, getting stuff in the house, stocking my every month. I stock my food. I go to the market, I stock my food, stock the house. So I know that for that month, food is not a problem. I feel my gas, electricity. Sometimes out of my 50%, I still save because there are sometimes you may not spend all the money, and then sometimes emergency might come in. Do you understand? So I still save out of my grocery. I still add from the 50%. Sometimes I add some of them to my savings, but then this is just a guide. If you be able to keep to this 50, 30, 20% rule, at the end of the month or at the end of the year, you can say, oh yes, I've been able to save this money. Now let me break my savings into two and then invest. Or at the end of 2 years, you plan everything. I hear some persons when they get their salary, the person, my family, I need to give, my mother is in the village, I need to give her this, I need to give her that. Plan it. If you are the kind of person, if you are the first child like me, plan yourself. You can keep 10% for welfare. You can use from, you can remove from your shopping or anything. But what I'm trying to say is that if you budget money for welfare for extended family or anybody, if you budget money for that and you spend all that on people, once the money is over and people still come again in that same month, you don't have. Learn to say no. Then for most of us, we like a lifestyle that is way more above our budget. Let's say you're a person that earns 50,000 naira a month, and then you say you want to follow this way. You have a 30% for shoppings. I don't know how much is that. That is it's about 7,500, and you're thinking of getting a bone straight hair. You're thinking of fixing it. Now that's good, but what I'm trying to say in essence, that we should live according to our budget. Don't look at somebody wearing VL Gucci and say I must get a Gucci bag. Life is in stages. I remember now for our students, you can also use 10,000 naira a month if you follow this rule. When I was I'm still a student. No, in my early days in school, in a month, sometimes I earn 10,000, sometimes I earn 15,000. I was still looking good. Like, there were some things I saw that I really needed, like hair. I'm like, but I usually tell myself that don't worry. When the time comes, you will get the best of hair, and nobody will stop you. Shoes. But for now, for students, Uniport students, maybe for example, there's Shoba. In the evening, they always sell those 1,000 naira bag. They sell shoes, Choba market 500 naira. We went to that market. I know, we know. So the thing is that at every stage of our life, there are things for us that we can still wear and look good. Do you understand? You don't need to I want to follow the trend. Oh, God when. Now, while that is good, let's learn to live according to our income, according to our budget. With this, nobody will be doing. There are some persons, they get their money in a month and within 1 week it's gone. What did you use it for? So if you learn to budget this plan, it will help you budget your money and help you save your money. I hope this was helpful. If it was, like, subscribe, comment and share. See you sometime else. Yes, in our next video we're going to talk about see you sometime else. We'll talk something more. Bye.